Yep, it's us again.
Yeah.
I'm TJ Spitter. That's Cap C. This is Spittin with Spitter. As you can see, the humidity is doing wonderful things for my luxurious locks. Oh my goodness, it's wild.
How is it humid? It's cold out. I'm in Macungie. It's cold.
It's about to rain, bro.
There's no humidity out there.
Man, listen, my hair is telling stories otherwise.
That's why you need a hat. You need a hat.
I wanted a Basquiat hat, but like getting Cap C to get me one is like, I wear an 8 fitted too, right, Cap?
You do?
Yes, I do.
What would you originally wear if it wasn't for your hair?
7 5/8.
Yeah, you see.
Maybe.
See, I don't even have your hair, and I'm an 8. This is a big head.
Bro, I got several jokes that would be pause ayobles, but I'm not gonna do it, man. This is a very impromptu spin with Spitter. It's not the normal show, but I do want to shout out some people real quick. I want to shout out Lehigh Vape. They're located at 822 Nazareth Pike. Go there for all your vaping essential needs. And I want to also shout out Wall to Wall Pest Control. Hit up my guy on here. If you type in Wall to Wall on Facebook, Pest Control comes up. Holla at Chuck Rockmore. Tell him TJ sent you. You go to www.walltowallpestcontrol.services.com. They'll get you everything you need. But today, me and you are chopping up some things.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I want to know if everybody is okay out there from the Instagram, Facebook shutdown.
What did you do while it was down?
I slept.
You slept.
I was asleep. I didn't know shit about it, so I got up.
Where it got me was it happened as I was actually texting. I was on Messenger with some people about some business stuff. And all of a sudden, I was wondering why they're not receiving my messages. It says it was sending, but there's nothing. And then, I think the last message I got was from actually Johnny Quest. Shout out to Johnny Quest. Because I asked a question through our Messenger group about a certain mixer I wanted to get. And
what mixer you was looking at? Not to cut you off.
Pioneer. It's either the Pioneer S11 or the 8-track Rain mixer that just came out, limited edition. But I was just like, I asked, what would you guys prefer? And Johnny was the last thing, and then after that, it was over. Like I didn't even. Then I started noticing that my page wasn't refreshing, nothing was happening, and that was it. And that was the end of the whole thing. And I personally just went on there a couple of times just to see what was up or if anybody responded. Then I noticed that nothing, it was stuck in the same page, same everything. And I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm not even going to watch it. So and I was at work anyway, so it didn't really matter. So by the time I got home, I think things started getting back to normal. So
shout outs to Big Alboski real quick, chiming in.
All right.
My brother. But me and him we're supposed to review the Halloween series because it is October.
Okay.
New movie is coming out October 15th. I'm very excited.
How are you excited about a dude?
I have him tattooed to my leg, Cap.
Oh, you do? Okay. Well,
yeah.
That's all you then. I think I got over Halloween after 2, and that was it.
I have been a horror fan. Like, check this out, right? On my days off and I'm not doing nothing, if I'm at the house, I'm literally watching B-horror movie reruns the entire night.
All you, buddy.
From the Hills Has Eyes, all the Wrong Turns, all the Halloweens.
God, that's terrible.
Yo, it's my safe. This is a safe space, Cap. That is my safe space.
All right, well that's great. Not my safe space, but that's fine with you.
Your safe space is Big Daddy Kane versus KRS-One.
Yes. So
but before we get there, I
okay.
want to real fast. I'm going to shout out Jackie, my wife, because she is hilarious. Okay. She is by far top 2 funniest people I know in my life.
Okay.
And right before the show started, she sent me a meme that said everybody should have been on Indeed instead of Instagram.
Yo, on the real?
Yo.
And you know what? And on some serious notes, man, yeah. You know what? If you don't got a job, you should have been on Indeed. That's for real. Number 2, it's funny how you always find out that Twitter is the redheaded stepchild of the whole internet. Everybody's last resort is Twitter. After that, it's like
I just,
well, here's the thing. Now let's get real. Let's get really real here because, we had a whistleblower the night before. Then
60 minutes.
Shuts down the next day.
Uh-huh.
And now there's a lot of things on there that are not around like it was.
Okay.
Our photos were missing for a hot minute.
Really?
Yeah, all the photos were missing for a hot minute. And then people found out how to find them.
Really?
The photo option of that it was on your profile to find your photos was not there anymore. It was gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had to literally search through your profile to find it and stuff. Shout out to my friend Jessie. She put that out there. She was like, yo, my photos are crazy. But what's crazy now is that, and I don't know, this could be the return of a lot of different websites if they're down to come back out. Like, because right now, here's the thing. So the whistleblower happened Sunday, shut down yesterday. Today, she's
shut down Monday. Monday for 8 hours.
Today, she's going in front of the Senate. Or I think she went in front of I think it's today. She's going in front of the Senate to talk about all of this because there's an antitrust thing going against Facebook. So that could actually split up a lot. Do you know that dude lost $6 billion in one day because of Facebook being shut down?
Chill. $7.1 billion in 8 hours was the exact total.
That's crazy.
How much money do you have and that doesn't affect you?
He has 100. He's 121.6 billion or something like that, or some crazy number. Man. That's insane, dude. That is insane. He went from the second richest to the 5th richest
in 8 hours.
In 8 hours. That's insane.
In 8 hours.
Trump didn't even make the list no more. You heard that?
That's because
Forbes
Trump. Your boy Trump over there trying to sue Twitter to get his account back.
No, he's an idiot. Here's a funny story about that. When he became president, you know how they tell you to like put your business to the side?
Right.
Still kept doing it.
Right.
If he did put his business to the side into basically like a ghost corp or whatever and do whatever, this, that, and the third, and came back out, he would have probably made more money now than he did before.
Man, listen.
But because he was so hung up on like, I need to be number one in front of your eyes, that was
hindsight is 2020, man.
So, but anyway, so I don't know what's gonna. So what I'm talking about is, Tom, if you're listening, MySpace needs to come back.
Yo, my top 8 would be crazy right now.
My top 8 would be nuts. Yo, would your top 8 from back in the day be your top 8 of now?
Yeah, probably.
Probably? Okay.
Probably.
I think it'd be completely different.
If I'm being honest, I didn't have my password back then. I wasn't allowed to operate my own MySpace.
Oh, word.
I was still getting high running reckless, man. My wife was not having it. No, sir. So I could be fully transparent today.
So yeah, it's funny.
I'm gonna be real honest. I don't even know my password to this shit.
I don't even know.
And not because she has it, but because I gotta reset it, relog in. No, I'm not doing all that.
That's funny. Yo, I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. But I think like the whole thing is it's about they're trying to lessen that power from Facebook, and Facebook went to a whole different direction. I mean, if you really read that report or say what it says, I mean, it just comes down to that they just been lying to people, lying to the investors. There's things. I mean, there's stuff that the public knows, but it's more about like what have they done it to control it. You know what I mean? That's what it really comes down to. So let's see what happens out of all that. But that's pretty wild that all that went down. So all right, so let's go to Big Daddy Kane and KRS.
Is that something you want to do?
Well, I mean, it's either that or you're gonna just go off about Meek Mill's album.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. So I am all right. So the real battle that everybody wanted obviously is not happening, which was Big Daddy Kane and Rakim. So obviously now they went with KRS, which I'll be really honest with you. That makes me a little more ecstatic. Because KRS and Big Daddy Kane are probably going to throw on one of the illest shows.
See, here's two things. Do you know why Rakim didn't accept the challenge?
There's a lot of stories about it. He said it once. I read about it. He was just on some like,
Yeah. It's two for the kids that call themselves backpackers or real lyricist listeners or people that dive into that era. Yeah. You're going to see a master class of what that encompasses. I promise you.
No, yeah. I mean, what? Here's the thing that set it off with Jada. I think more than anything, Jada basically said that a lot of the youngins that are out now have actually reached out to him, being like, "Yo, I want to learn how to do a stage show. Like, I am actually going to stop having my lyrics in my songs." And I think that's great. I think it's great that they need to do that because trust me, it sucks when you hear somebody trying to rap over their lyrics on a song and it's totally off. And you hear like it sounds like double clappings and it's just really terrible. So
okay. Now I'm sure we've gone through this before, but let's do it one more time for the kids at home that are rappers in their bedrooms right now, spitting them wiggity raps, yo. When is it acceptable to have a show track with your vocals on it?
Never.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, I don't mind like the choruses.
Sure.
That I don't mind.
Sure.
And you know what's pretty dope? And I'm bringing in the BET Hip Hop Awards, which was really terrible. I just had to throw that in. It's terrible. But Nelly was on there, and it was shout outs to Nelly for actually rhyming all his songs out with no backing track. So that's what's up on that part. And you know that's kind of like what it needs to start happening. Like we need to start showing that this is, you know, don't be lazy. Like it just became lazy. Like everybody's just like, well, I'm just gonna throw on the songs and I'm just gonna rhyme over it. And it's just like, no, because you sound terrible. You sound like shit.
It sounds so bad.
Yeah, it sounds so bad. And I'm glad that Jada did what he did. I'm glad the Lox did what they did. I'm glad they did it right to Dipset's face. I bet you Dipset is now probably retooling their whole show. You know what I mean? And it might make it better. You know what I mean? You might be like, oh shit, they're really coming out now. So dope. That's dope too. And I hope everybody starts retooling their show to be like, yo, this is what we're about. And now you're about to see two masters who know how to control the mic and the stage. And they're going to freaking educate you on exactly what this MC shit is all about. Like, that's going to be crazy. I mean, here's my thing with Rakim, and I'll be real. This is the reason why I said I'm a little more ecstatic now. Because I've seen Rakim and his stage show. He's not explosive.
Right now.
He is a lyrical dude.
Real monotone, real in one place. He's not all over the place on the
Exactly. I mean, no disrespect to him. That's his style. He's always been that smooth dude, but he's not that, like, you know, up in your face, But then when you go see a KRS-One show, when you see a Big Daddy Kane show, those dudes, I mean, Kane is still dancing like he did in '89. Like, I mean, that's insane. To move that.
Two things. I was because as soon as they announced it, I went back and watched live performances from both of them. Kane floats across the stage.
Okay.
Like it looks like he's on freaking
he does.
ice skates. And KRS-One is like, I don't even. So he did Step Into This World, right?
Yeah.
And the way he did it, like, again, having a DJ that knows you and knows how you get down, and the way KRS-One engaged the crowd,
yeah,
that crowd engagement set him apart, tears apart from these rappers now.
KRS is in your face when he's on stage. He is in your face. Rakim may not have the catalog to compete against Kane or KRS. I would, if it was Kane and Kane, no, if it was Rakim and Kane, he does. Against KRS, no, he doesn't. I think KRS catalog's a little more thicker.
My brother Dylan Quinn, what's up, my bro? Who do you got winning this versus? Don't say the culture. I will end this live right now.
I'm not gonna say the culture. That is like the biggest cop out in the planet.
I hate that shit.
You know what? I hated the Fat Joe Ja Rule thing now because that's all it is now. It's for the culture and
no, Fat Joe. Ja Rule beat dog shit down.
Ja Rule beat your ass. Made me eat my words. It made a lot of people eat their words. But
I called it.
But on some real shit, it's just that, like I said, Fat Joe mistook what happened. Like, he thought he was gonna have a street crowd, and the ladies were there, and
they were in there.
Yep.
And Ja Rule displayed it. As soon as the shirt came off, I knew it was over.
Yeah, I mean, he literally did what he had to do, and that's kind of Ja Rule really took that, and his, and his guests were better, and like it just came out really good. So in the end, and then it's for the culture. Stop for the culture shit.
I listened to a rap battle. I was talking about Summer Madness. It happened 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
Murder Mook versus Reed Dollaz, which has been anticipated for 20 years, and they both got up there and shit the bed. And all everybody kept saying was it was for the culture. No, it was a snooze fest, and it should have been on the undercard.
Stop that! It's for the culture shit. Nobody cares. Like, just say who lost, who won, or that you both just fucking didn't do shit. Like, seriously.
Simple. And if you're a local clothing designer, make clothes for us fat people. Nano, Nick Eckert, all the clothing designers in the Lehigh Valley, we don't wear I'll wear your schmedium. I have no problem rocking a halter top. All my tattoos will be out, I promise you.
Oh my god. Oh man.
So who do you think wins this now?
I'm a huge Kane fan. Mm-hmm. Huge, but
I get the job done.
But I see KRS really, because what I'm telling you right now. I know the crowd that's coming out to that night, and they're gonna be hardcore, diehard MC fans. So Kane better not do. I get the job done. Kane better not do if I treat him right, or I can do it right. He better not. He better do Raw. He better do Raw a cappella and set it off a cappella.
He better start with that. For real. I got KRS-One winning 13-7.
So, woo.
13-7.
See, what KRS got more than Kane is guest spots.
Yeah.
Because he's on Madism.
That verse on Madism is crazy.
He got Madism. He has Real Hip Hop with Das Effects. He has shit. I mean, we could go on and on what KRS is
I'm not
doing.
chilling, Michael. I'm not chilling.
13 Savage Hill, though. I mean, no, that's a little bit. I would give it that. Not too much.
See, a lot of people don't remember when Eminem was on tour over in London and England. Their DJ was playing, and this is stadiums. Their DJ was playing KRS-One, and the crowd was going crazy.
Yeah, well, that's because they're known. He's known out there. The only thing, the benefit of Kane is just the fact that I know Kane's just going to put on he's going to put on a fucking clinic. They're both going to put clinics on. And I think it's just going to come down to, like, who has the most things. Now, I mean, it sucks. I'm not going to be able to see it because I will be working at the time, so it kills me and it pains me. I'm going to have to watch afterwards.
I will be giving you updates.
So, yeah, I'm probably going to, we're going to do a show probably like Monday morning or whatever.
Yeah.
To cover it. But, I mean, yeah, I'm definitely going to watch it when I get home. I know some dude's going to post it on YouTube immediately. And I'm definitely going to watch the whole thing. But it's going to come down. They're both going to put clinics. They're both going to do their thing. But in the end, I see KRS probably taking it more than Kane. But now, I mean, the only one I predicted that was going to take it was the Locks, and they won. I predicted Fat Joe, though. He lost. Who knows?
I won.
So
I picked Ja Rule. My Ja Rule playlist is top notch.
So,
I just want to say.
But yeah, let's see what happens. It's an interesting one. So you think Rakim might regret not doing it? Because let's say this right now, everybody that's done verses, like,
their streams that money went way up.
That money went way up. The
Except
price
Fat Joe.
Is not yesterday's price.
Except for Fat Joe.
Except for Fat Joe. But
the guy who made the phrase.
But I mean, everybody that jumped on verses, I mean, they've gone up. So
yeah,
you think, I mean, I would love to see Kane be out there more. That'd be great. KRS be out there more and be great and be appreciated more. You know what I mean? So I think that's dope on both of them. But you think Rakim would regret it?
Yeah. I don't know if necessarily regret would be the right word, but more like a what if moment, and you don't really want to have those in your career.
Yeah, exactly. What if suck?
Yeah.
You can sit there and be like, damn, like, look at that. Now. They're touring the world now because of this stupid. I mean, shit, what if KRS and Kane are right announced right there? We're doing a tour together.
I think at that point, Rakim will go on tour with them.
He'll probably be like, yo, let me jump on that tour.
Yeah.
So,
which is it's not a lose-lose situation by any means.
No, it wouldn't be.
So,
but those are, that tour should happen, and they should just call it the Top 3 tour, because that was the top 3 for everybody. And then
for a long time.
Yeah, then be like special guest Kool G Rap. Like, then it would be like, yeah.
Man.
If that show happened, yeah, we're all going.
Everything there's a select, not even a select. There's a few of us that are just, all right, get the tour bus.
Yeah.
Get the Scooby van. And we're taking a trip.
That would be the show. Top 3, and then be like special guest Kool G Rap. Like, it'd be over.
I mean, even Ja Rule booked the tour as soon as Versus was done.
Yeah, he's already in Reading. Isn't he in Reading like next weekend or some shit? Yeah, so.
I'm not mad at it. Shit, get your money.
No, get your money. I mean, you know what? Ja Rule needed that. I mean, people were throwing mud in his face because of the whole Fire Festival shit.
Let's be clear. Let's be clear. He was handing out bologna sandwiches and water.
Oh yeah, and then he did that commercial. Yeah. Nick Eckert's Kia commercials look more better than that commercial.
Yo. Well, Joe Unax is chiming in Papoose versus Pusha T. Just saying, I would like to see that.
It ain't gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen, and more. I understand why you want to see that, but that's a preference battle.
Yeah, you
You know
got to
what I
do it
mean?
for the people. You got to do it
Yeah,
for the culture.
yeah. I don't know too many in this era that are going bar for bar with Papoose. We wrap circles around a lot of people.
No, Papoose is very, very underrated, very slept on.
Just
So
can't rap on beat very well.
yeah. So speaking of offbeat, I was watching the BT cipher
Oh
uh
boy.
last night. I didn't see most of it. I saw it this morning because it was funny because um shout out to my man Sean. He's Nelly's DJ,
Okay.
and me and him are good friends. We chat all the time and stuff, but he was going off on Facebook being like, yo, this is the worst ciphers I've ever seen in my life. This, that, and the third, whatever, blah, blah. So and I kind of figured, who the hell do they have on there?
Who's in the cipher?
Well, I didn't. So here's the thing: BET is not showing them all. They're only showing one, which is the political cipher, and which it has like the best MCs on it. I think that would be on it. Now Polo G started it off, which he was really offbeat and everything. He was really bad. He wasn't doing so good.
To be fair, I like Polo G as one of the newer kids. He can rap a little bit to me.
Yeah, but he was way off.
Studio.
Like the beat, he was off. What do you call it? Who was on there? Jack Harlow did an actual awesome rhyme. I was actually impressed with him, and I'm
Jack
actually
Harlow could rap.
Yeah, Jack Harlow could do his thing. But there was a dude on there. Oh my God, what's his name? Something Real Talk.
Mm-hmm.
Something Real Talk. Let me see if
Okay.
I can find it real quick. I was on here looking this up earlier.
What Joe Unang said, yo, Joe, you got about one more of these before you don't get any more. Mad Child versus Vinny Paz.
Oh my God. Flawless Real Talk. That's his name. Did you ever hear this
Never
dude?
heard of him. Nah.
Dude, wow. Like, talk about like he went in. Like, I was like, wow, okay. Like, really like stepped it up. Like, he was nice.
I would like if I was BT, I would have Joyner Lucas. See, Joe, now you on the page, Joe. I would have Joyner Lucas because Joyner could rap.
But the BET Awards had first of all, it was the hip hop awards. There was nothing hip hop really about it. It was very straight up trill and trap, and it was like nothing else. The only I think hip hop that happened was that one political cipher, and that was it. And then just Nelly actually stepping up and actually rhyming to his stuff. So, but besides that, I think it's over. Like that's it. I don't even know. I don't think there should have ever been a hip hop awards. It should have just BET awards, and then it just would have been fine. So, right. And I think that would have been it. So, anyway, all that said and done, go ahead, because I know you've been waiting.
I would like you to announce the topic.
Yes. So, and I laughed because there was one quote I saw on Facebook that made me laugh, and I want hopefully you'll tell me more or elaborate. But do you remember Constant? All right, so Constant wrote 25,437 people told me that this album is whack, and only one person said it's dope. Can somebody tell me what's up?
It's not wrong.
Oh, wow. All right. So because you're doing this today, let me throw my two cents in because it's very little. I knew you were doing this, and I said, well, let me listen to the album. And after 4 tracks, I was like, I can't listen to this no more. Done. It's over. And I let it go. Very disappointed.
Little Dirk dropped an album, guys. I mean, Meek Mill dropped an album.
Thank you. Was it me, or was he just not sounding like Meek Mill?
Oh man, that's my major gripe. To be fair, right? I got about 4 songs on there that are tolerable.
Tolerable.
Mm-hmm. He did an Angel song for Lil Snoop, which I thought was done well. He got a song with one of the Littles, maybe Little Baby, Dirk, Thug, one of them. And I think it's called We Slide. That's tough.
I think that's the Young Thug one.
Yeah. Nah, it's okay. Blue Notes, maybe 2 or 3 is okay. And there's one more. It's slipping me right now. But listen, do you remember when Fabulous put out Summertime Shootout 3 and everybody said this isn't Fab? He's trying to keep up with the trends and sound like other people.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I think Meek did. And if I have any Meek fans or anybody that listen to Meek in the comment section, please feel free to chime in. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But damn it.
The reason why I am really disappointed with this album is because I actually liked Championships.
Championships is dope.
Yes. So from you to go from Championships to this expensive pain, it is an expensive pain to our ears if anybody bought this album. So I mean, it's not even like from the first get-go, from the first song, the intro. It was like a remake of it was a remake of Hate Me Now. He was just like redoing it in his way. But he was just he was sounding like not him.
Right.
And I was like, what is this? Like, I thought it was somebody else. I thought I pressed on the wrong album, to be real with you. I was like, wait, did I get the wrong album? And then I was like, no, this is it. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
I can name off the top of my head right now about 20 different Meek songs that I rock with that are super dope. Tony's Story, part 1, 2, and 3. You know what I mean? Like, he's really, really rapping. I enjoyed Championships. Maybe it was because he had a lot of old school flips in it.
I love Championships. I think it was a great album.
You know what I mean? This definitely wasn't Championships.
No, this wasn't.
This
is straight up.
By any means. I got Joe in the comment section just giving us randoms about who should battle.
Eminem
is never going to battle Everlast.
No, because he'll destroy him. Like, that's not even going to happen.
Joe, I've given you your family, Joe. I've given you a fair warning now. I'm not going to have any more of this debauchery in the comment section.
Joyner versus Kendrick.
I don't think Kendrick's got hits, but not versus hits yet.
No.
You know, who's a good versus matchup? Notice how we segued real fast off the Meek album.
You didn't want to talk about the album art cover? Like, you didn't want to talk.
That seemed like expensive pain too. He paid somebody to do that.
It's like the remake of a different cover of a different artwork.
Yeah.
That looked terrible. That was a very terrible cover. Yeah, I don't know. Versus again. Who was
only because I got 2 different matchups that I thought about that could potentially be like bangers. Okay. Not necessarily rap, but I would like to see Sean Paul versus somebody. I'm going to say Pitbull.
Sean Paul versus Pitbull? Really?
Yeah. Why not? Why not shake it up?
That's a very interesting. I mean, they're both different genres. But
which we haven't had yet.
But I see where you're coming from.
All right. I bet you it would stream numbers. I bet you it would stream big numbers.
If Swizz got pulled, he needs to start like getting the big dudes in there.
Who are the big dudes?
Come on, man. We already know who the big dudes are. We already know.
Hov got all the big dudes to perform at the Super Bowl, player. Let's be clear.
Yeah, but that's Super Bowl money. That's NFL money. Yes. Oh, why don't we talk about that? That lineup. Holy shit! First of all, I
How
gotta say
many?
it. I gotta say it's for the culture because that's ridiculous. Yeah. Yo, great lineup. I cannot wait. I mean, that is just ridiculous. That was like, that just came out of nowhere either. You know what I'm saying? It just got dropped. Like, what?
How many racist Miller Lite drinking, Oakley wearing NFL fans are going to never watch NFL again because of Super Bowl halftime show?
You know, and whatever. Let them be. Who cares, dudes? We've given you country. We've given you everybody. Let us have our fun.
Prince, Bruno
And,
Mars,
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Lady Gaga.
Yeah. You had Katy Perry. You had did they have Taylor Swift? I don't even know if they had Taylor Swift.
I'm sure.
Probably.
I'm sure. Yeah.
You know, Bruce Springsteen, whoever. We catered to y'all.
Yo, I rock with the boss though. Let's be clear. Bruce Springsteen's one of my guys.
No, I got no problem with Bruce, but yeah, we catered to y'all. It's time for us to get our love. And yes, I mean to have the Titans. That's the Titans. That's like the Mount Rushmore of the 2000 hip hop, like late 90 2000 hip hop.
That is when all the Avengers united.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, you got M, you got Dre, you got Snoop. Then you throw in Kendrick just on some like
West Coast
shit. Then you got Mary J. But I'm telling you right now, this is probably the setup. I don't doubt seeing Jay next year, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jay came out during this one.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either.
Could you imagine if he came out and did Renegade with M?
Oh, I'm about to say, is he gonna do Renegade? Woo! That'd be nuts.
What do you think they're gonna do? Do you think they're gonna do a medley of their hits? What do you think
they are? Oh my god, yeah. I mean, Dre. They're probably gonna start off with the freaking piano. Ding, ding, ding. Guess who's back?
Yeah.
Yo, that could be crazy. I hope there's a freaking lowrider on that stage.
I think there will be. I'm willing to bet that there will be a lowrider on that stage.
That's the. I mean, that's crazy shit.
If Snoop Dogg does "What's My Mother," Snoop Dogg.
I mean, once he drops Gin and Juice, it's over. Like that's it. That's it. A lot of hits they could drop. Obviously, you know, from Snoop, you already could tell it's gonna be "What's My Name," Gin and Juice, Drop It Like It's Hot. You know what I mean? Like you already know, like he's gonna drop those bangers.
Dre, next episode with Dre.
Yeah, I'll probably do next. If they do next episode, it'll be like it'll be insanity. And you know, M's gonna come in with "Forgot About Dre," and they'll probably introduce him that way, and then he'll come into his joints. I mean, that's a crazy collaboration of hits, bro. If you really think about it,
I can name 20 hits with just them three.
And how many minutes they got? Like 10 minutes or 15 minutes?
Probably 15 minutes.
Jesus Christ. How you going to fit those dudes in 15 minutes? That's going to be the wildest thing. And you got Mary J. You got to give Mary some light.
And Kendrick.
I think Mary's going to be in. I think obviously she's going to do freaking Family Affair because that's a Dre joint.
Mm-hmm.
And probably throw in like Real Love and shit. I think Kendrick and Mary are the supporting cast. I think the three main are going to be M, Dre, and Snoop. So.
Did you just hear how you worded that? Mary and Kendrick are going to be the supporting cast. That's crazy.
That's crazy, but it's true.
That's crazy.
Imagine just saying that, like, both of you are here, but we're...
Excuse me. Excuse me, supporting cast. It's DRE.
That's crazy. Dre.
Does Kendrick drop an album before the Super Bowl?
No, he'll drop it afterwards.
You think?
I think it's to remind people where he's at. He hasn't been around like that much, man. He like people are just kind of like
certified lover boy running things right now.
Yeah. Nobody's talking about Yeezy, whatever, Donda.
No, they're talking about the $90 Gildan hoodies. The heavy shits.
I would love TJ Spitter to do a Spittin' with Spitter with fashion clothing line people here in the area who I know love that dude and ask him about his new shit.
Who does fashion in the area that loves that dude though?
I'm not gonna say any names, but trust me, there were fights when I would make fun of his Yeezys, and it was always
so trash.
But I'm telling you, I would love to know how they feel now about what he's dropping out there. Honestly, that Gap line is terrible. That's terrible. And
his shoes are just like it's almost like he got a pair of socks, stuck them in hot wax, pulled them up, and that was the design. We're going with it.
We're done. We're good. Jeez. On top of the fact, would you like people to read your size on the side?
No, I got a big ass foot.
Do you know that the sides on the side right there on top it says size 9, size 10,
size 13? No,
seriously.
I'm size 13. Yeah, that should be ridiculous.
I can't even. That would look so stupid. I don't know. He's really good.
But I see, and I'm knocking them. But I've never tried one on. Are they like super comfortable?
See, this is the thing. Everybody says they're comfortable, but the thing is, it's like there's a line though. I mean, come on now. I used to wear sneakers back in the day. I wouldn't wear now.
Right.
They were comfortable. You know what I mean? But
are they Air Max 98 comfortable?
I don't know about that. He just tries to test the waters, which he has done, and he's proving that hype sells more than fashion itself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. From somebody who came and talked about Ralph Lauren and how Nike and all this stuff, and you're dropping this shit, you're literally selling the hype. You're no longer selling the actual talent and design of it. Because
back in the early 90s when polo was real big, right?
Yeah.
You knew what you were getting. You knew the quality you were getting. You knew the designs you were getting. Even with Tommy Hilfiger, right? Like you knew what you were getting.
Yeah. I mean, there was a style to it. What is this now? Let me just and here's the funny, and I'm gonna die laughing. I'm not die laughing. Hopefully you laugh about this. But what makes me laugh is, when we talked about this last week, you were like, damn, I could buy a Gildan or whatever, right? Well, go to Boss Cos. There's a whole Gildan section, which I all colors, all sizes. Buy that. Support Gildan, who's been around for 200 years.
I'm going to go buy them all, grab my knife, one slice down each Gildan. It's the new Spittin' with Spitter line.
There you go. And then just take out the freaking strings and then be like, this is my shit.
Strings are necessary. You want to put the hoodie up and tie the string.
I heard it's like an oversized hoodie. Like it's extremely oversized too.
Well, maybe he's trying to target us being the audience.
You heard that right. All right, so I'm gonna give it to him now. Shit, he might make me feel good about myself. His extra large might be a 3X.
We might be on to something.
Be on to
something, cat.
Yay.
Joe said, and it costs as much as a used car. You are not lying.
No, you're not lying. It's a freaking car note.
$90 for that was almost like the disrespect. Remember when you could get Champion I'm going way back. I used to be able to get champion hoodies at Lanco, and I would get clowned in 8th grade.
All right,
for
so
rocking.
here's the difference between PA and New York. Now I'm gonna really drop signs on y'all because I've heard this story of how people used to buy Champion at Lanco, James Way, Walmart, even whatever, right?
Yes.
And they got clowned. Okay, in New York, we were rocking Champion forever, but we literally were paying almost $80, $90 for the hoodie, or $40, $60 for the hoodie, because we never got. This is what I found out when I moved out here, okay, from New York, is when I realized that there's two different sets of Champion.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because in New York, we all used to buy the reverse weaved hoodie. And those are the ones that cost like $60, $70 a pop.
Right.
Those are the ones that we bought. So we never got clowned. We actually were like, oh shit, you got the fucking forest green. Like, you know what I mean? Like we were in, Champion forever. When I moved out here is where I noticed that there was a different Champion style. And I was like, what is this shit? Because I was looking for reversed weaves. And I was like, yo, there's no reverse weaves. What the hell is this shit? So I understand now why people bring up this thing about how Champion was so cheap back in the day and people got clowned. And I was like, man, I bought Champion back in the day. I was never clowned. Like I was like held on a pedestal.
Like, I remember I put the Champion hoodie down, and my mom had got me a starter jacket for Christmas.
See, and starter jackets, I mean, well, forever will always be. They were champions. That was like you had a crown for a minute. So around here, man, I saw more Charlotte Hornets around here. Just starter jackets.
I know. I know like 2 Charlotte Hornet fans. I'm not gonna lie though, I did have the Oakland Raiders because I'm a Raiders fan.
Okay.
And I had the Chicago Bulls because I'm a Bulls fan.
All right. I remember people had mad Charlotte Hornets stuff. I was like, what the hell? People like Charlotte Hornets like that? Oh man, but yeah, I'm telling you, that was the wild part. I remember that. I was like, because I saw somebody post that up like last year. They were saying, yo, what the hell did Champion become so popular? And I was like, what are you talking about? Champion's always been like the shit.
For sure. For certain a certain group, yeah.
Yeah, for certain areas. I mean, if you really think of it. But yeah, when I was like, oh, I didn't know that shit.
The only thing that Champion ever did that I disagreed with was the cone head hoodies.
We love those. But I understand why. Yes, I understand why completely. It was funny because I remember, you know who put those on display? If you see How I Could Just Kill a Man, the video. Yeah. And Be Real had his hoodie up and it was like straight up and stuff and whatever. But I still got one that has that thing up. So what is it?
Joe out there talking about our upbringing.
Spaghetti sandwiches. Jesus.
You get a piece of butter bread, throw some spaghetti on that, man. Listen, all the carbohydrates you'll need for a day.
Oh man, too funny. Oh man, well, hey man, great talking with you, brother. As always.
Hopefully something breaks musically within this next week or two, to where we really can come and dive in. But I doubt it's the 4th quarter, so it's either going to be hit or miss. Well,
they're saying Drake might be dropping something else before the year ends.
Yeah,
they're saying Drake has another album. Kendrick obviously might be dropping because he's been dropping hints already. I mean, that's it. I mean, if you really think about it, those are the only 2.
I heard Pusha T does have something coming. I don't know how soon, but I heard Push got something. And I like Push's music, so.
I do like Push's music. Let's see where he's at. I hope Pusha stops trying to dog Drake. I think some of it going that route is like, all right, this is a little tired. Just focus on good shit. You know what I mean? Like, let's do some real shit.
For sure.
Yeah, let's see what
And
happens.
I think nah, that's it, man. That's I know the Fugees are back out on tour.
Yeah, Fuji's definitely back on tour. Shout out to the whole refugee camp. Shout out to my man DJ Leon. Yeah, man, that was pretty dope. It was pretty dope
Major
to come by. So
performances. You talk about a true showman and Wyclef too.
oh man, let me tell you something. That show, if you want to see like a real like hip hop show done like to perfection, it's the Fugees really brought it out. They when
Right.
we were when I used to go with them and stuff, and A used to go with them and shit. I mean, their showmanship was just phenomenal. I mean, they
Right.
came out and wrecked that shit. Those shows are really good memories for me. You know, Clef really shows exactly what it is to be on stage and give everybody like 110%. So,
For sure.
I mean, they're on tour now, people. If you want to go check them out, trust me, you will not regret it. An amazing show. Amazing show.
I heard, and before we
wait a
go,
while.
Right? Yeah. I heard the movie Saints of Newark came out. Are you familiar?
I heard it's terrible.
I heard the same.
Yes, I know what it is.
I heard the same. I had such high hopes. I didn't even watch it yet because it's like the Meek album. Every review I've seen has been shit.
I didn't know that was his son.
Yeah, that's James Gandolfini's son playing the role.
I didn't even notice that. I was like, wow, they got somebody who really looked like him, younger. And then I was like, oh, that's his son. Okay.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I'm happy because Black Widow is on Disney for everyone to watch right now. You no pay, no nothing. I did not watch Black Widow.
Okay.
So I am happy as hell.
Did the new Venom come out yet?
Yo, and I got to go see Venom 2, which I heard is amazing. Everybody's talking about it. I heard Venom is ridiculous. They say you're basically you're like bugging out through the whole movie. They say the movie's just crazy. So I can't wait to watch that. And then if you guys are watching What If on Disney, that today the last episode of the series came out, and amazing.
Word.
So,
Word.
Marvel got it on lock. So
let's be clear before we get out of here. I just want to say my brother Big Alboski and Adrian have their movie review show coming out this Friday. I will be sure to drop the YouTube link when I get done here. October 29th is going to be the Halloween review episode with me and Big Alboski. Cap C, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to holler at you as always.
All right, brother. Be easy, bro.
Be easy, bro.
Peace.